Hello, welcome to the Kitchen Spy. My name is Kate and here's another Meals of the Week video, and this is from the 10th to the 16th of October. I hope that this video finds you safe and well and that you've had some lovely things to eat this week. It's been a funny old week this week already. You'll be seeing this on Wednesday, and on Friday the 23rd then Wales is going into a circuit breaker or a fire break, lockdown, whatever they want to call it. But anyway, I think that's for about 17 days. So yeah, it's just really odd. I don't know how I feel about it really. Clearly we need to do what's right, but the problem is that the people who don't do the right thing generally are still not going to do the right thing, so it's really difficult. Anyway, all we can do is our best. So anyway, let's have a look at what we ate this week. So on Saturday we were at the caravan, and this was a lunch that we had, and I don't normally include lunches, but we really enjoyed this, so I thought I would. So we just had some salami and cheese and salad and coleslaw and bread rolls. That's not a gluten-free bread roll because that's mine. And then on the evening we had homemade gluten-free Cornish pasties. Now these were frozen from a previous batch cook, and I served these with some chips and some baked beans. So that one's an okay looking one, and then there's another one which I'll show you in a minute which is not so okay looking, but I'll show you, the good, the bad and the ugly. I didn't count the calories on this because sometimes it's just not worth it, is it? And it was the weekend, and it was actually, if I'm really honest, it was a bit of a horrible weekend. Not that we had a horrible weekend, but I just felt really sad for missing Jess and everything. So it was just a weird weekend anyway. So I engulfed myself in comfort food. And then on the Sunday we had this, which is just a chicken tray bake. So it's chicken thighs, and I roasted that with some potatoes, some carrots, some shallots, and also some stuffing balls as well there, and then just served that with some green beans and some gravy, and that was really lovely. And again, not sure on calories of that, but I'd probably go about 600 calories on that. But if you were using chicken breast instead of chicken thighs, then it would be much less. But actually this was really, really delicious, and because it was just a tray bake, it was just so simple. Just literally whacked everything, all bar the green beans, in the oven. So yeah, a really easy thing to do and very tasty for a Sunday. So on Monday I'd ordered an Asda delivery in the evening, and it came really late, much later than it was supposed to come. So I ended up having dinner very late. It was from the freezer. I can't even remember what it was now. So instead, here's how I do my plums for my breakfast and things. So this is 2 punnets of plums cut in half and de-stoned, and then I cover this in about 100 mils of water, a teaspoon of vanilla extract and 4 teaspoons of sugar. And then I just cover the plums in that, then cover the whole thing with foil, as you can see here. And then I just bake that in the oven for about 40 minutes, maybe even an hour, and have a look at it after that. And you might want to take the lid off. It depends how liquidy it is. But actually that just makes about 10 portions of these plums. So as you can see here, and they look different every time you do them because it depends on the plums and whether they cook down more. But we use these on cereals or with yogurt, and they're also really nice. I did some brownies this week. They're also really nice served on the side of a really sweet cake with some cream or some yogurt. And as you can see here, they're quite succulent. And for 10 portions, that's 44 calories a portion, and they are really lovely. So I definitely recommend that. And you could reduce the calories more if you went to sweeteners, but actually sugar is fine. And then on Tuesday, I did this chicken potato pie. I don't know what else to call it because I just invented it, and it was okay. And I have done a recipe for it because it was really tasty. But I would change a few things about it in terms of the construction of it, and I will talk to you about that when I do the video, because it was really tasty, but I think I could have done a few things better on the actual building of it. But I served it here with some vegetables, as you can see, and that came to 427 calories. And on Wednesday, just something from the freezer, and this is chicken pasta layer, and this was 458 calories with a bit of parmesan or grana padano, I can't remember which one I've got at the moment, sprinkled on the top, and that was really tasty, and I must do a video for that because this recipe is really, really tasty and really succulent, so I'll do something for that. And then I have already done a recipe for this, which is leek and potato soup, and this went up on Monday actually this week. And this soup was 151 calories for just the soup, and then I've served it here with a roll with some cheese and made half of the roll into some crouton-y things and the rest into some dippers, and the whole plate of food was 414 calories, and it was really filling. So I'll leave the recipe for this linked below. Yeah, we're really into our soups at the moment. As you can see, the next meal is actually it's a kind of chorizo stew soup. I don't know what else to call it. Anyway, I am definitely going to do a recipe for this because it is lovely. And there were 4 portions here. I used a whole kind of round of chorizo. They sent me the mild one. I would normally use the spicy one, but altogether that portion was 417 calories. And again, because it got beans in it and potatoes, was actually really filling. So that's our meals for this week. So if you're leaving at this point, thanks very much for watching. And if you're staying on, this is just a little bit more about the Lake District when we went for our week's holiday. And this is at the top of Loughrigg Fell. I have no idea who that man is, by the way. This was a walk that we went on from Ambleside. It was about, I think, a 6 or 7 mile round walk. And it was just so lovely. And Loughrigg Fell is not a really high fell. It's one of the smallest in the Lake Districts. I think it's 335 metres or 1,099 feet. So it's not huge. Obviously, there's a little bit of a pull to get up there, but perfectly doable for even an old person like me. Anyway, but the views were just gorgeous. Anyway, on the way down, they're obviously doing quite a lot to care for the footpaths, as it says here. So we're looking down onto Grasmere Lake, and you can see there like huge bags of stones that they airlifted into place with helicopters, and they are just, as you can see, improving the footpath because these paths are so well worn. There are so many people using them that guess what they're doing is just saving erosion and things. But what a load of work to do, honestly, and very precarious as well. And we could do with some of these stones for our garden, but I wasn't going to carry them down, and I'm not a thief anyway. So here's Grasmere Lake, and then this comes down onto Loughrigg Terrace. And then you walk along there, and then you come to Rydal Cave, which were actually quite impressive. And I put a I keep forgetting what the word is for this. I put a question up. It's not question. Poll. Poll is the word I'm looking for. Sorry, a poll up on my community page recently about whether to post on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, or Sundays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and I think I'm going to move to Mondays. But also on my community page there was a picture of me leaping across stepping stones like a gazelle, or not a gazelle, like a fairy elephant anyway, and that was there in Rydal Cave. So definitely if you're in the Lake District, Loughrigg Fell, Grasmere, beautiful, and Rydal Caves are definitely worth a visit. And even if you don't want to walk up to the fell, you can walk from Ambleside to Rydal Caves, or from Rydal as well, so really well worth going and really easy access. Anyway, that's it then for this video. Thanks very much for watching. As always, I really appreciate your support. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so very much. I can't believe that we're over 1,700 people now. It's just absolutely mad and really humbling. And when I get to 2,000, I think I'm going to give do some kind of giveaway thing. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but it'll definitely be food related, obviously. Anyway, so thanks very much for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you feel like you might want to join us for meals of the week, hauls, and of course recipes, then click the subscribe button that's been on the screen all the way along and will pop up again soon. It would be great to have you on board. But in the meantime, until the next video, which will be on Friday, and it'll be a haul, you take care of yourself. Things are just getting so scary again. We've got the winter to contend with, and all we can do is follow the rules and keep ourselves and the people that we love safe. So do everything they tell you to do, if you want to do that. Obviously, it's a free world, but you know, keep yourself safe, look after yourself. Thanks very much for joining me on this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. You take care. Bye bye.